what's up, guys? It's Ruka.
And then Jerrison?
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize real quick for the quality of my mic in this episode if it's bad. There were some technical difficulties with my Bluetooth headphones that I usually use when we're recording. For some reason, I couldn't hear any audio of Jerrison speaking when he was trying to talk to me. So right now, I am using my earbuds, and I'm going to have to record with my laptop microphone, which, for those of you who can probably tell because of recordings in the past, got a little bit of a static problem, probably because of the dust that's in my laptop.
But
hopefully it won't be too bad.
But at least it probably...
yeah, just really quick, I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna try and get that problem fixed for the next time we do the news video.
But you never know, it might be reduced maybe as we go through the episode, and maybe there'll be no...
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh,
also, as you can see, it is the two of us today, me and Jerrison. Michael couldn't be here. And so, since it's just the two of us, I'd say we just go ahead and get right into the news.
Yeah.
First off, for those of you who may have seen already, Jerrison did a update video on the lineup for NHK's Kohaku Utagassen, which did confirm that AKB would be performing, and IZ*ONE had dropped out due to the bit of the controversy that happened involving, the votes being rigged on 48 and everything. So there is a video on our channel there. So check that out if you haven't already.
And we also had Bish was performing. And a quick shout out to the guys at Arama Japan for kind of notifying us on this. It's probably very helpful at least. But quickly, I know if you want to find the information about the lineup of NHK, just go to the website of the special to find about that. But with that, let's go to our major stories now.
All right. So, first up, we've got the lineup for the first half of FNS歌謡祭 2019, which you provided the link for there, Jerrison.
Yeah. I'll go show it now. But go ahead as you explain while I get to it.
So, I believe this is the lineup for the first day of the event?
The first, because usually the winter one is usually a 2-week special. Like, they do one like the first, like last year, they did a 2-week.
Okay. So this is for December the 4th.
On Fiji TV, as usual.
So to name some of the artists who are on the lineup, we have AKB48, of course. We have Exile and Arashi.
Oh, and Aqua's, the group on Love Live, is performing there too.
Yeah, of course. And Nokizaka 46, Mizuki Nana, and Miyano Mamoru, two of my personal favorite voice actors in Japan, and they're both awesome singers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Meiji, Little Glee Monster.
Oh, Meiji!
Quite a few very familiar names here.
Kanjani 8.
Also, Ikuta Erika from Nogizaka.
Oh, she's gonna do a solo?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, she's performing a song from a musical she's in. Now, don't take my word on that. I'm still not completely sure about what she is performing, but it is cool that she is doing a solo performance on that.
Yeah, we also
I think the last time she did something like that, she performed for the cast of Les Miserables.
Yeah, during FNS Summer Festival last summer.
Exactly.
Yeah, you also got News is performing, Juju, Ryosei J Soul Brothers. Yeah, they're cool.
Ryosei John, Kinky Kids, a lot of Johnny's productions.
Yeah, male groups might be more in the fall in week 2. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, definitely look forward to that.
They're in December 4th, beginning at 6:30 on Fuji TV.
And then next up, we also have the nominations for the Japan Record Awards, which were very recently announced.
Yeah, that will be like, this is gonna be a big one. Because, history could probably be made on it.
So, to name some of the artists who were announced for the Record Awards, we have AKB nominated with Sustainable. We have Teakizaka nominated with Kuroi Hitsuji.
Good song.
Nokizaka 46 with Sing Out. And Hinatazaka 46 with Dore ni Solasi Do.
Yeah, I mean...
Among several other artists who were nominated, including Little Glee Monster and Foorin, which I've heard of them before, and I saw them perform on Music Station. They're a group of little kids, and their song Paprika, from what I understand, is really popular with a bunch of kids in Japan.
And it might be the theme song.
They even did a social experiment on Music Station. Whenever they turned it on, the kids would just start dancing. It didn't matter if they were at school or at the grocery store or at their home. They would just start singing the minute they heard Paprika come on.
Yeah, I saw. It's like this song. If you know, I heard this. I saw it's like Paprika. Sorry, and it might be the theme song of NHK's coverage of the Summer Olympics. So you're probably gonna hear it a lot in this. So I might hear it a lot during that time, actually. It's also produced by Kenshi and Yonezu too.
Also, another idol group that we follow here on the channel, BEYOOOOONDS from Hello Project, has also been nominated for New Artist of the Year.
Oh, Best New Artist. Oh, do you think they're gonna get the award, hopefully?
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard the likes of their competition of the other 3 artists that they're up against. But I think that they're definitely a strong contender for that.
Yeah.
So good luck to everyone in the coming award season.
Oh, Daichi Mura's also nominated for actually the theme song of a show he actually made, which is like very mind-blowing too. Well, any of the other nominations you know? Yeah, that's, and Tom's Party.
I recognize a couple of these, but not a lot of them.
Oh yeah, and DePomp is nominated again for Party, which it's a good song, although not as good as USA. Also, the theme song of
I've not heard Party.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay, moving on from that. I know that there was a showroom competition with the AKB48 groups. You have the results for that, right, Jerrison?
Yeah, well, as a quickly results of that, they ended last week, and actually in the end, the members that will be put in the magazine, the one who won was actually HKT48's Emery Yamashita, who might have beat the one who was in second, Rin Okabe, by I think maybe at least 4.5 million points.
Wow.
Big gap between the... And you all thought Rin was going to win, but in the end, Emery won instead. And then in third place, actually, I remember you like Ruka. Ruka Katano is in third. Yeah, she catched up and she won. So that's a great,
I did throw a couple of stars her way, so congrats to all 3 of them for making it onto the magazine.
Yeah, her showrooms were fun too. Oh, and quickly,
Speaking of SKE, there is some exciting news about them as well. The results of the 10th generation auditions are going to be announced fairly soon because the voting period had recently ended over there in Japan, if I remember
just closed this morning, yeah. And I voted actually just before the polls closed, yeah, because I have my copy of Frustration. And if you
nice.
You get the album, I'm just gonna get the thing out quickly. Yeah, here's the actual. I can show the ballot now because the polls are now closed, and I voted. Use it. Yeah, that's the ballot. And I voted for the one you said you like to vote for, Yi Kato.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I could have voted for the other one, I don't like Ruka, but in the end, I voted for Yi. Hopefully, she'll be put in the group. Hopefully.
So yeah, good luck to all of these girls when the results get announced.
You catch it?
Moving on now to Nogizaka 46 news. We actually have news regarding one of the members, Yamashita Mizuki. It was announced that she is actually coming out with a new photo book that will be released next year on January 21st.
Yep.
And there was also an Instagram and Twitter that opened for the promotion of the photo book. So on Instagram, it is at Yamashita Mizuki First, and at Twitter, the handle is Mizuki_Paris. So it was shot in Paris. That is really cool.
I thought it wasn't, but didn't Miona Hori also did her photo book in Paris too? Or somewhere in France?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
I know that there are a couple of members in the past, not just Nogizaka, who have gone to France for their photo books before, so it's definitely a popular location.
Oh, yeah. I know Rika, former Nogizaka 46 member Rika Sakurai, made her next photo book in Portland.
It's always a pretty big deal whenever they do their photo books overseas, which, like, they definitely have the budget to do it, so that's why.
Oh, a lot of budget. Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's see. Also, I know I heard that there are coming out, Nogizaka 46, I mean, is coming out with a 2020 calendar.
Yeah,
so that's pretty exciting.
They're releasing a calendar, which is right now it's available on pre-order right now on the on Nogizaka 46's web store. I'm not sure if it was available on Bai, but I mean their calendar last year was actually available on Bai. It's available in
Alright.
well, let's say you could say like two versions with the main version, which is like the very big calendar, available in two versions with each version having various members. I mean, Mayoshiman in the group, Reno Yamazaki is in version A. And then there's also the version where you have like individual members, and you can also put a diaphragm like of that member into the thing too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that calendar.
All right.
Yeah.
Next, moving on now to some of the graduated member news. We have a couple of announcements regarding some members. First off, we now have the title for Yamamoto Sayaka's upcoming third solo album, and it is titled Alpha.
Alpha.
That is such a cool name for an album.
What's the significance of the title Alpha with Sayaka?
Well, I'm not sure. I know that what we're getting on the album is essentially all the songs that were featured in her 3 solo singles that have currently been released, and also 3 new songs.
Oh, one of those new songs in the album, interesting, is actually produced by official Hiki Dandism. Interestingly.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure if, let's say, the lead singer of the band will be in the song, but I mean, it's probably gonna, at least the musicians in the band will probably producing the music.
I know that one of her songs was a collaboration with a rapper. I think it was called Through the Night. It was actually a really nice song.
Oh, yeah. And she sings a bit of English in that, too.
Alpha, I wonder, that could be a reference to how she used to be sort of a leader figure within NMB, but now that she's graduated, she's kind of out on her own doing solo stuff, which is kind of like the alpha wolf kind of thing.
Oh, she's a rebel?
I don't know about that, although with her rocker image, I guess I could see that. Like, her previous albums, like, in 2017, she released Identity, and then the year before that, she released Rainbow Rose, I believe was the name of it.
I think it was just Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this album.
Coming out, released next month.
For Christmas, just in time for Christmas.
The holiday season, yeah.
Next up, Goto Moe, a former AKB member, has actually signed with Twin Planet.
Twin Planet,
That's the same agency that members like Suda Akari from SKE, and Murashige Anna from HKT, and Nishino Miki from AKB former member.
Oh, yeah.
They're putting... Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Just from those 3, those are, like, all really, like, very vibrant personalities.
Oh, yeah. And, like, well, people are going to see her a lot on TV. Yeah.
And I know that she does a lot on Showroom, too. Like, I see her on Showroom frequently coming up. I believe right now, you told me that she's doing a competition currently on Showroom?
Yeah, she's doing a Showroom competition right now where, they're trying to get, like, in the competition, try to get a gig on a radio show on Tokyo FM. And interesting.
So if she wins that, then that means she could get a gig on a radio show?
Yeah, on a radio show on Tokyo FM. I mean, I think she's going with like one of the famous personalities on the radio show. And right now, interesting, although there's not a lot of people in the competition, she's currently in first place right now.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, hey, I'm gunning for her then. If I catch her on, maybe I'll hop on and throw her a couple of seeds.
Oh, and I talked to her actually, surprisingly, in the past days in the showroom, and then when I told her congratulations being part of Twin Planet, she surprisingly saw the comment and like said my name and answered in Japanese.
Nice.
She still knows me, surprisingly, I think. Even though she left the group, but hopefully she gets.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have a release of a new trailer for the movie Korogaru Bidama, which Imaizumi Yui, former Keyakizaka member, is actually featured in. This is like a pretty interesting movie. I'm definitely looking forward to it if anyone ever subtitles it.
What's it about?
I know that sometimes can be difficult for some Japanese movies to like some of them don't get subtitled, but this is something I would definitely watch. It definitely looks like an interesting story, and just to see Yui again.
She's gonna be in a lot of movies.
I really do enjoy her acting, and so I'm so happy that she's been getting so many of these acting gigs since she's graduated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm
So
actually
yeah,
sorry.
anyone else who is looking forward to that, definitely go look up the trailer to Korogaru Bidama.
Yeah, they're showing that picture of Moe that she did on, like, when she's into it. Yeah, the glow up. Where, like, yeah. Yep.
Alright, next up, this is actually pretty interesting. I was not expecting this. So, Kakizaki Memi, a former Hinatazaka member, I should say, actually. I actually didn't know this until I found this out. Her father is apparently this well-known photographer.
Wait, so he's famous?
Kashiwagi Yuki.
Oh, he's famous. Well, that's...
I don't know if he's famous, but I have seen he has a social media accounts on Twitter and Instagram. But Memi actually did some photography with her father.
Ah, photography.
So they released 2 separate pieces. One of them is on Twitter. Is called, let me see. I think it's Mountain of Passion. Yeah, that's it.
Mountain of Passion. Oh.
It's a giant mountain of apples, red apples. Taken very well, I must say. The photography was done by Memi herself, and it looks really good.
Oh, an apple. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, lots of apples.
It's good.
And then on his Instagram, he posted the photo "A Destiny," which the photography was also by Memi.
Ah, hey, maybe she could do...
Pretty cool. Getting to see Memi kind of doing some work again, but she's also doing it with her father, kind of that father-daughter bonding experience sort of thing, which I think is really sweet. And plus, the photos look really good.
Hey, maybe she could do a collaboration with Yuri Oda. She's a photographer too. Oh, and Akane too. She takes pictures too.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Oh, that could work.
If they all like met at a photo exhibition together.
And they do a collaboration exhibition. That could be possible.
A fan can dream.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Next up, this is just personally for me, something I liked. Miyazawa Sae and Kasai Tomomi, 2 former AKB members, appeared on the program Tabifuku. Now, this is a show where usually 2 celebrities who are close with each other would go traveling together somewhere in Japan. To give an example, Akimoto Sayaka and Oshima Yuko in a previous episode went to Universal Studios Japan.
Ah, Universal Studios.
They went to the World of Hogwarts, and they went on a Jurassic Park style roller coaster. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh yeah, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, in this edition, Miyazawa Sae and Kasai Tomomi, they went to Kofu in the Yamanashi prefecture. And one of the things they did this week, because this is 2 episodes, they will appear on the following week, coming up soon. But this week, they actually made their own jewelry. They made matching rings for each other. And I thought that was just something really sweet, because for those of you who know, Saya and Tomomi were part of the same second generation that Yuko and Sayaka were also a part of, so they're all really close with each other, because the second generation were the original Team K. They were like this big family. And plus, recently, Saya and Tomomi got to co-star together in a recent production of Peter Pan, where Tomomi was Wendy and Saya was reprising her role of Tiger Lily.
Oh, Peter Pan.
So just seeing them interact with each other was just really sweet to see.
Ah, that's all great. Yeah.
All right, and then last up for graduated members from Kamieda Emika, actually, posted a 2-part blog series of the Manga Barcelona event that occurred in Spain, which AKB also appeared in.
A
so
YouTube
we see
exclusive.
A couple of clips. Yeah, a couple of clips of like where she was actually on stage with the members, and they were teaching the audience to dance to Koisuru Fortune Cookie. And then another one of my favorites was actually during a different day of the event where she was actually doing some dancing. it's like she was not only like performing like dancing for the audience, but again, she also taught them to dance Koisu to Fortune Cookie. So yeah, that was really cool to see, not only the on-stage stuff that happened at the actual event, but also kind of the behind-the-scenes of what she was doing. Because there was one portion where she was actually getting food at the event, which was really fun to see.
Yeah,
so yeah, definitely check that out.
Some of the members were going around the convention too. So I mean, if Colin from 48 Talk went there, he could have saw Yukari Sasuke in person. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Next up, moving on to the other idol news. There were some pretty big announcements I found out this morning involving the Girls Heroine franchise and the Girls Girls idol unit, which I personally am a fan of. I've been following for a while now.
Go ahead, Ruka.
So first off, regarding the Girls Heroine franchise, so you know how there is currently airing the Phantom Mirage?
Oh yeah,
series,
we talked
Warrior
about
Phantom Mirage.
Yeah.
So it was actually recently announced that there will be a Phantom Mirage movie coming out next year in May, as well as a second season of Phantom Mirage.
It'll be a season 2. Oh, that will be...
This is huge news because since the Girls Heroine franchise is still fairly recent and only started 2 years ago, Secret Warrior Phantom Mirage is the first entry in the franchise to have a movie and a continuation season.
So it's like
the previous 2 installments, Miracle Tunes and Majimajo Pures, they didn't have second seasons. This is the first season, or the first installment to have a second season and a theatrical release, which is a huge deal, and I'm so proud of them for that.
Yeah, it's like kind of like in between the first season and the second season, like in between. It's like you have to see the film before you go see the next season.
Actually, I think the second season is coming out first because those usually start in April.
Oh, okay. So it's like after the second season. It's like maybe usually
with those kind of movies, the story will be kind of standalone, but they'll still be like we'll say that it's like it's implied that it takes place, but they're not really gonna bring it up in the TV show proper.
Maybe a reference.
That's usually what the case is in that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not only curious to see what they're going to do in the second season, especially since the first season right now is coming to a close. Like that's probably gonna end not really soon. But like it will end sometime fairly early next year. Like I don't know how many episodes we have left. Usually they're like 50 or 52 episodes long. So we may have a couple more months.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what they're going to do with the continuation as well as what they're going to do with the movie. The movie is the one I'm the most curious about because you could do anything in a movie.
And it's being released around
like I said, it could be its own standalone story where you could just go crazy and have fun with any sort of idea or concept you can have.
It's being released around
definitely looking forward to seeing what they could do with this.
And it's being released around the time of the Summer Olympics, so that's going to be one of the big films in Japan that's this summer. Big summer film.
That's true. Alright, and then with the unit Girls Girls, they actually announced their first tour, which will be happening next year in the spring. So this is, of course, this is also going to be including the units Mirage, who the members are part of Girls Girls, and then also the Oha Girls unit, which the girls who appear on the morning kids program Oha Station.
Oha Station.
So they will also be performing, but this is Girls Girls live tour starting next year. So we actually have the dates written on here. So they will be performing first in Osaka on March 7th and March 8th. And then they will be performing in Hokkaido on April 18th. Then they will perform 2 shows in Niigata on April 26th. Then they will perform a show in Hiroshima on May the 10th. Then they will perform in Saitama on May the 16th and the 17th. Then they'll perform in Aichi on May 23rd and 24th. And then they will perform in Fukuoka, 2 shows in Fukuoka on May the 31st. And then finally, they will perform 2 shows in Miyagi on June 28th.
Oh, that's a very long tour. That's going to be big. Right.
Yeah, this is definitely a big thing for them, especially because they did debut pretty recently, earlier this year. This is definitely big news for them. I also heard that they're actually in February next year. They're going to be serving as the opening act for E-Girls in one of their concerts next year.
Oh, E-Girls, another group, an XL group. Yeah, we like, I like them too.
Oh, yeah. That is going to be awesome.
You like E-Girls?
I've heard a couple of their songs. I can't really, I'm not really a fan of them, but I have heard a couple of songs that they've done in the past, like seeing them on YouTube.
I mean, they're like
I can't think of any of their songs on the top of my head. I'm sorry. Maybe if I go and look now, I'll be kind of reminded of one of them.
They're like the female version of Exile. Hey.
But yeah, definitely congratulations to all the girls. So best of luck for them in the coming years. Next up, we have a couple of music videos came out. First off, Oha Girls from Girls Girls actually released a short version of their music video for Ohayo no Smile, which is their new single, which will be released next month, actually.
So the actual video will be released in the next few weeks?
Maybe.
Oh, hopefully. Okay. But some actual videos.
Then, from Equal Love, we actually have a music video for this song I actually really liked. It was very cute. It's called Oshi no Iru Sekai. Which
what's it?
The premise for the song is about a fan talking about how much they love their idol. And so there's a lot of imagery of the girls acting as their idol selves, and then the girls as fans.
Oh, it's
so, like, we see them, like, with the pen lights, or, like, in their rooms watching the video of themselves. And then, you know, getting ready for a concert, practicing, like, their chants and stuff like that. It's just all around a really cute song.
It's like an insider's look at Woda's.
Yeah, I think you can definitely tell there was definitely a realistic feel to it because, you know, as we know, Sachihara Rino, the producer for Equal Love, is herself a hardcore ota. She's a hardcore idol otaku.
Yeah.
Especially when she was younger because she was super into Hello Project and AKB before joining AKB and becoming a hugely successful star.
And one of the members in this video
wrote that song not only with her own feelings in mind, but thinking also about, like, this is what a fan would feel for their idol.
And one of the members in this video kind of looked like either like Mawaguchi or one of the members in Bish with the glasses.
I think I know the one you're talking about. I can definitely kind of see that.
Yeah.
But she is pretty cute.
No, they're all cute.
Although my favorite member is Noguchi Iori, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Hiroshima and Equal Love. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, I really like her. She has a really good singing voice.
Yeah. But I know earlier we were talking about Beyonds, but they also released another video too, as well, too.
That's right. They released a music video for their song Atsui! Atsui, which means hot. Now, I actually heard this when they performed it at a summer event that a bunch of other idol groups, including the 48 groups, performed at. I can't remember the name of the event to save my life. I'm sorry.
Is it Tokyo Idol Festival or Jam Expo?
Yes, Tokyo Idol Festival. I think that's what it was.
Tokyo Idol Festival, yeah.
Yeah, they performed it at Tokyo Idol Festival, and I'm like, what is this song? This is amazing.
Oh, it was so good they could have been invited to NHK Kohaku, as well as Equal Love, but they are not. But
it's quite literally a headbanger.
Wait, all of Beyond's songs are kind of like club bangers.
No, I mean this one specifically because there was definitely like a heavy rock sound to it.
There's cool like, guitar solos?
Like, Beyond has said it themselves, they want to go beyond what the typical image of an idol was, and I think they're definitely succeeding in that because so far, all of the songs that they have put out, including this one, have been so different, not only from, other Hello Project idols, like Kobushi Factory and Morning Musume, and Anjudum, which is another one of my personal favorite units from Hello Project, but also just comparing it to other idols, like AKB, for example. Like, I don't think any of us could imagine AKB putting out a song like this, like Atsui. Like, they would not do something like this.
It's like something we didn't see before.
It's because that's part of their concept, is to break the boundaries of what it means to be an idol and to be experimental and try new things. It works for them. And the music video is crazy and wacky, and it has a bunch of imagery that calls back to a lot of classic songs. I don't know if I get all of the references. I saw a couple that were Cyndi Lauper's "Girls Just Want to Have Fun,"
and
I think there was a reference to X Japan in there somewhere.
Oh, so
and then there was one which I think they were referencing the cover to a song called "Be My Baby."
Kenshi, Be My Baby. Wait, so they're making references to J-pop music.
Again, I don't know. I'm not completely sure what some of the references might have been, but I could definitely tell there were definitely some blatant references to artists that I just never heard of.
It happened before. I mean, Ariana Grande did a the video of Thank You Next.
Probably someone who was more well-versed in Japanese music. Especially older, because these definitely seemed like older references. I think they would be able to tell, but just for me, I couldn't get some of these references. But it was still pretty fun to watch.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so
definitely check out the music video for Beyonds with Atsui.
Atsui. Hot.
All right. Next up, some community news. There was actually an article released on the Japan Times regarding AKB. And this is basically talking about the large influence and impact that AKB had in the last decade.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of the points that they bring up in their discussion is actually really, really well. It's really good.
Well, I could say they're probably the...
it definitely does bring up, that very interesting discussion of comparing how big AKB was in the last decade. It definitely does feel like especially now, because they had a bunch of big events and TV shows that it ended, they stopped doing the Janken tournaments, they didn't do the Sosenkyo this year, AK Bingo ended, several other big TV shows and radio shows have ended. It definitely feels like we are moving into a new era, because as of right now, you could easily say that AKB's era was that past decade of 2009 to kind of 2019 now. That era has sort of ended now for them.
Yeah.
They're definitely still one of the big artists in Japan, but compared to how they were in the previous decade, it definitely seems like it's sort of I don't know how exactly to explain it, but it's they're not as much in the spotlight as they used to be before, comparing it back to 10 years ago.
I mean, they're the greatest idol group, well, in this decade, although with... right now they're starting to not be seen a lot, since that the 46 groups are being seen more frequently now on, at least, for, mainstream.
Yes, exactly. Nogizaka, Kyakusaka, Hinatazaka, they're definitely getting a lot of spotlight now.
And Yoshimotozaka, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah, Yoshimoto. And, unless if something happens, they'll probably make a big comeback, and hopefully they will be on par with the 46 group. But can I say a quick thing about this? Because... about the Japan Radio Awards, but if Nogizaka 46 gets Best Song in the Japan Radio Awards this year, they could be classified as the greatest idol group of all time, winning Best Song for 3 years in a row.
Well, we'll definitely see about that, and I think we should definitely leave the link to this article in the description of this video, so anyone who's curious about it can definitely check it out. I would highly recommend it.
It's a really great story about kind of summarizing the history of the group and also the many controversies they had to go through, including what happened this year. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have a couple of TV performances that they did. First up is the Best Hit Kaiyosai 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Now we had, of course, Nogizaka performing Sing Out, Kiyakizaka performing Hiraishin, which was a really good performance.
Not the next
and
single.
then Hinatazaka performing Kyun.
Kyun, no, it's there.
And AKB48 performing Jun and Zakara, which after the performance had ended, Kashiwagi Yuki made a very big announcement that she will be staying in AKB48 until she is 30 years old.
Oh, that's great. That's a lot more happy news after when we also found out the actual lineup of Enjikaku too. Same day too.
I mean, Yukirin is definitely one of those members who is very highly dedicated to being a part of AKB since she has been there for such a long period of time because she was part of the third generation.
Yeah.
And now she is 28 and she's still going strong, even with her solo career because she did her solo national tour around Japan.
Yeah, you can do a solo career while you're still in the group. It's actually possible. I mean,
and she is the oldest member in the group in AKB right now.
Yeah, now after when Karoi's Matsumura left the group.
Although Suda Akari as well, she also made the same statement that she wanted to continue being an idol part of SKE until she was 30 years old.
Hey, so that means maybe Minami Minagisha will still be in the group for at least 2 more years too.
I don't know, actually. Although that is interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, after I brought that up, I realized that Yukirin and Akarin are actually pretty similar in a lot of ways, if you think about it. They were both highly regarded for their kamitayo, or godly appeal, in handshake events. They're both the third-gen members, the last remaining third-gen members of their respective groups. They're both the oldest members of their respective groups because they're both 28.
Wait, is Akari Yoshida the oldest in MMB right now? She's also, I think, around 27, 28.
I don't think she's that old. I'm actually not sure who the oldest in the group is right now.
I think she's around 27.
I don't follow NMB as much as I used to. I'm sorry.
But she might be around 27, 28 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
She seems younger than that, Yoshida Akari.
But she was in the group since the beginning. She's a first-gen member.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think I'll definitely have to check that. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah.
And then when she's 30 years old, maybe she'll surprise you and I'm going to be in the group until I'm 40 years old. Sorry.
Now, that I think is kind of a stretch.
It's possible.
I mean, if it's Akarin or Yukirin, they both have pretty strong star power. Again, the fact that they have been dedicated to each of their groups for so long and are still pretty dang good performers. I could see that, but again, a fan can dream.
Oh, yeah.
And now, I didn't see much of this, but AKB also appeared on Utacon. Now, from what I understand, it was a special involving all-female artists. So there were, famous female enka singers, female artists, not just including AKB, but, Mei J, I know you brought up, was one of them.
Mei J was there.
And
Ayumi.
the clip that I did see was that they performed with a famous French singer.
Yeah, they did that.
I don't know who the French singer is, but I think I have heard the song before.
Yeah, they sang the little famous...
The
Champs-Élysées. Ooh, Champs-Élysées. Ooh,
Champs-Élysées. That was actually a really nice performance.
Yes,
with her and AKB members performing it together.
Yeah, they sang a bit of French, too. It was mainly Team A members were there, and Nanase Yoshikawa was there, too.
Well, Yukirin was there, too.
Yeah, she was there, too, yeah. Now Oda? Riku?
So, yeah, I did see the clip at least of that. I haven't seen the rest of the show yet, so I saw a little bit of the beginning where they were performing with one of the female artists, which it was actually her birthday at the time. So after they sang the song, they gave her a bouquet of roses. I thought that was a really sweet gesture.
Okay, yeah.
Were there any other particular performances, whether or not they were from AKB or from a distant artist, that stood out to you, particularly, Jerrison?
I think that we went through all the performances, actually, in the episode, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good, okay.
But yeah, there were definitely a bunch of other artists who performed on there, because again, there were a bunch of different female artists who were featured on the show. So if you're curious about that, definitely check it out.
Ayumi.
And I'd say that... Oh, Ayumi. Yeah, that's right. You did bring that up, too.
She was there, yeah.
Yeah, that concludes the video for this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, all right. If any of you are interested, be sure to leave a comment on your thoughts of whatever we may have talked about today. Any of the topics we talked about or anything that we may have missed, definitely feel free to bring it up. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And Jerrison is showing off the collection of all the CDs that he's got.
Yeah, the ones that have been nominated at the Japan Records. Yeah, this is nominated. What? But anyway, which song do you think is going to get Best Song with the Japan Record Awards?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, hopefully Black Sheep. But, I mean, if Sing Out gets Best Song, they could make history of being...
I don't know. They're all really good. So we'll see. Again, good luck to all of them. And so, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video whenever we make it. So until then, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.